You're watching EOtv.
Welcome to EOtv. I'm Andrea Collins.
I'm Randall Mauricio. This is your weekly Entrepreneurs Organization webcast. This week, we're super excited because we're talking about self-defense. Ow. Not that kind of self-defense. I'm talking about self-defense tactics for your business.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Surviving in this economy, maybe.
Right. I actually knew where you were going with that, but I just thought it'd be fun to karate chop you anyway.
Right, yeah.
We've also got some tips for you on new business and how to close the deal.
So let's just get to it so I can nurse this bruise of mine, huh?
Sorry.
Success in business and in life comes down to one key element: the ability to survive during difficult times and unforeseen situations. So speakers Debbie and Mike Gardner from the Survive Institute have taught their BST survival tactics to business leaders around the U.S. for over 20 years. Debbie Gardner joins us today to share their 3 simple techniques and why they're necessary for business owners to know.
Entrepreneurs travel for their networking, and these days they're traveling internationally, and they absolutely need core, simple tools to handle themselves well in a fearful event. So that mindset of course I'm going to win, is what most entrepreneurs, if tested, don't have. And we've got to get this through to them, and they've got to get it through to their staff, especially their sales staff, because you got to believe if you run into a test that you're going to win.
So what do you feel are these tactics that are important to entrepreneurs?
Well, first of all, realizing that the state of being creeped out is real. Compensate by deep belly breathing and circulate your blood by pumping your hand or have an object in your hand. First of all, control you. Second, you've got to realize they want your stuff, your body, or your life.
Do you recommend that business leaders teach these tactics at work?
We have to get people, especially entrepreneurs and their employees, to see themselves understanding. In violence, I have to breathe to be a player and control myself. I have to destroy the air of the bad guy by hitting the throat. Whoever's breathing when it's over wins and gets to go home to their family.
So how should company owners approach this information with their employees?
Well, I think that they need to survey their employees and ask them, do you have interest? When you take an employee and a spouse and their family, and all of them get the same right information on a subject that's eating them alive. Oh my gosh, you talk about a morale boost. What a gift.
Thanks so much for your time, Debbie, and I think we'll find your advice quite helpful.
Daniel Ozbun, EO Arizona member and owner of Daniel's Moving and Storage, shares how his forum experiences gave him skills that he carried into a brand new area.
As a member of EO, I'm in a forum, and being in the forum means somebody that has to be a moderator. And so I watched other moderators for a couple of years progress through their forum experiences, and eventually I became moderator and really enjoyed it. And that started to teach me a little bit about how to facilitate and how to manage processes. And from that experience, I took that on to some other roles within my company and some roles outside of my company. And so being able to be in that position has allowed me to learn a great deal more than I had before I became a member. And since then, I've been able to take some of those skills into some of my competitors' companies and act as a consultant, because I could use those facilitator skills to help them present best practices. Most recently, I've been invited to the Atlas Van Lines stockholders meeting to facilitate a best practices plan for them that's happening just in a couple of months. So the opportunities that EO have presented have just been continuing to expand because of my involvement. And it's really true, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. And that can be on any level that we participate at the EO level. Today we're 5 agencies around the United States with 250 employees. And if I was only a poor moderator and facilitator, bringing those people together to get them all on the same playing field with the same strategic vision, moving in the same direction would be almost impossible. So by becoming a better facilitator, not only do I manage my own business better, but I have the opportunities to take those experiences and share them with some competitors and some van lines and some other people that inspire me to change the way I do things in my company, because I hear then about their best practices. So ultimately, my learning curve goes way up, and by being a better facilitator, I'm in more opportunities to learn more.
Daniel, thank you so much for that. Here's an upcoming chance, though, for you to win. You only have until June 30 to enter our Smartest Saver contest. You may be the world's smartest saver, so send in your inspired ideas to EOtv@eonetwork.org. That along with any video or pictures you have, and we'll be announcing our winner in the next few weeks, so good luck.
Turning prospects into new business can be a daunting task, even for a successful business owner. You can buy an expensive customer relationship management solution to find new prospects, but EO San Francisco member and author of Barking Up a Dead Horse, Thomas Batchelder, says that even if you're not having effective conversations with new prospects, you need to refocus your efforts. Here's Thomas's tips on how to focus your efforts and bring in new business without wasting time or money. Clarify your intent at the start of every conversation. Be clear and direct when you're writing, calling, and meeting with prospects. Make sure everyone involved understands that you are making a pitch and don't move forward without all parties being on the same page. Before every new business meeting, ask yourself, what is my intent for this meeting? What do I want to get accomplished? And make sure to discuss the answers to those questions with your team so they understand your intent as well. Put prospects at ease by discussing everything up front. Assure potential clients that you are going to be a facilitator, not salesperson, during conversations and negotiations. Your job is to put your prospect at ease and at the same time make progress in your negotiations. Open the floor to them so they can ask questions. That way, they'll feel more comfortable answering the direct and focused questions posed by you and your team. Present a concise snapshot of the value you can provide to your prospects. When you're making a pitch to your potential clients, explain why people hire your company and what type of client is an ideal fit. In preparation for client meetings, ask yourself and your team what company benefits sets you apart from competitors. You can even pool your current clients. Make sure you're also listening to the needs of your prospects and that you can provide real examples of how your company is going to provide solutions that they need.
In this tip of the week, Mark Lincoln from EO St. Louis and president of Third Sigma Corp shares an idea that he tried in his forum with great results.
Hi, I'm Mark Lincoln from EO St. Louis, and this is my forum tip of the week. Recently, we tried open coaching in my forum, where instead of sending somebody out for an emergency presentation during the break and asking them to get a coach and taking 5 or 10 minutes to get prepared, we actually just did the coaching one-on-one in front of the forum. And in that process, there was a much better understanding by the rest of the forum of what the real issues were being faced by the presenter. There was much better dialogue about the issues that were being raised, and as a result, the whole forum got a better experience, and the presenter got much more value out of that.
Well, that's our show this week. Thanks again to Debbie, Thomas, Daniel, Mark for sharing their great information.
And join us next week for our Made in Canada show.
Made in Canada.
We might have fireworks. Maybe.
Nice.
So, Randall, I'm sure as always you have a parting message for us.
I do, Andrea. I'll only share it with you, though, if you promise not to karate chop me.
Well, that depends how insightful it is.
Oh, let's put it to the test, then. Nurture your mind with great thoughts, because you will never go any higher than you think.
Very nice.
How about them apples, huh?
Very nice.
We'll see you next week.
Next week.
It's my life.
That's
Again.